Okay, this book is Home Brewing and Winemaking by W.H.T. Taylor. It says on the back, an expert in the field of beer and winemaking. Alright, here we go. Day 1, the bananas and malt extract were brought to the boil in 2 gallons of water, simmered for 30 minutes and poured over the washed and sulfited bilberries and the grape concentrate. The invert syrup was stirred in. The must made up the 5 gallons with cold water and the acids pectinase, nutrient, and starter bottle added a well-roused OG 100. Day 6. First violent fermentation over. The dried flowers were immersed in a nylon bag weighted with a heavy glass ashtray and suspended on a nylon thread. Day 10. Transferred to carboy. Flour bag with weight removed, G20. 4 pints of invert syrup, 4 pounds sugar were added. Day 38. Racked and returned. Fine flavor and very clear but rather harsh, G9. In fermentation cupboard under lock. Day 100 racked, G-5, but still a slight ferment. 3 crushed Camden tablets added. Day 124 3.5 gallons were racked into an oak cask. Last contents were red cherry wine, and the remainder into 1 gallon jar and 3 bottles. Extraordinarily dry, G-7, and still a trifle harsh, but very good. This was left in cask for 6 months and was a splendid wine. A carbon dioxide injector was fitted through the bung to prevent air taint, and the wine was drunk from the cask, which was later topped up from the gallon jar. The bottles were opened about a year later and were also excellent. See what else we got here. Malt and hops. Malt. All true beers are based on malted grain, and though most grains can be and are malted, the word malt by itself now refers only to malted barley. The object of malting is to render the contents of the barley corn soluble and fermentable. The barley is first cleaned by being sieved and is then dried gently and stored for some weeks to prepare the dormant grain for sprouting. It is next steeped for 2 days or more in several changes of water, after which it is spread out in a thick layer on the malting floor to chit or sprout, for it is during germination that the enzymes which render the contents of the grain soluble and fermentable are produced or activated.